because I didn't turn them on yet.
I couldn't hear when you started it
Hello?
last time.
You
I
throwing
can't hear
me
you.
off. Yeah, now I can't hear me either.
What did you do?
Everything was going perfectly.
There it is. I can hear you.
I don't know. I don't know if that means it's working.
I can't hear you now. Did we have this problem last week? You know what, Tina?
You've been really aggravating anime.
Tina?
I hope that means.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, just because I can hear you don't mean. You was aggravating.
Catch me on the flip side.
No, I thought something's on my mind. I thought that's where you went. I was like, man, don't you start it.
There's something on my mind.
Dude.
Oh, somebody please tell me what's wrong.
That's where I thought you was going. I was like,
Yes, that you fool. You know you will love. She was like, what you say? Hey, hey, hey. Hey,
not
one more time. Why you treat me like you do when you're such a good man? Let me stop.
You over it?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Is this new? No. I feel like I didn't notice this last time.
All right. Second attempt. Okay. Here we go. It's the lesson with Mr. Clark on Lake Effect Radio.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. All right, all right, all right.
Look, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I don't know what's going on today, but we're just gonna hope that we're getting something down. But I feel like it's good because I can see. Hello?
I can't hear myself.
You're on. Oh, because I turned yours off. Yours is already on.
Hello. Oh,
Yeah.
hi everybody.
Yeah. What was that laugh?
It just feels good that I can hear myself.
It was very it sounded very rehearsed. It was so
It's my usual laugh.
Super perfect laugh.
Thank you.
Get out of here. Anywho, how
Giggle.
you, Queen Lay?
Thank you, Queen Lay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. We're at what? This is week 3?
3.
Yeah, here we go.
Getting pretty comfortable.
Got a tripod going. About to have a whole centipede in a minute.
Alrighty, that sounds good.
We're on the road.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I was gonna like, how was your Valentine's Day? Because today's the 15th.
Oh, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and oh
We're
man,
recording on the 1st.
yeah. So, we had plans on
something
going.
face.
No, we had plans on going to the casino buffet in North Randall. What is that? Northfield.
That would have been nice.
It would have been nice.
That's Roxino, right?
Roxino. Mm-hmm. That was both of our first times going. It was like, we're going to go to a buffet.
No, that's Racino.
Racino, whatever,
Yeah.
same thing. But we went and we were supposed to go to the buffet. So apparently with the buffet line, there's 2 separate lines.
Oh, honey.
There
are levels to this shit.
Yeah, and there's the Hall of Fame line, and then there's the regular schmegular line. We got in the Hall of Fame line, and I didn't know it at first. I wasn't aware
so
of
y'all
it.
had to wait and then be moved and wait again?
Oh, no, that's not what happened. So we're in line, and I'm like, dude, I think we might be in the wrong line. I think this line is like for special members. I don't have a card for here because I don't like go to. That was our first time going. I literally go to casinos just to eat the buffet. I don't play games. And I was like, I think we're in the wrong line. So Daoud goes up to the register, to the cashier, and asks her, do we need to have a special card for this line?
You
do we
can see
need
it
that?
on the floor.
Actually, the way it was set up, it was so many people there, I literally couldn't see it.
Okay.
We couldn't see it at all. The line was long.
But you know it's on the floor, right?
We came at the end. What do you mean?
Like gold line.
No, I didn't even see all of that.
It's literally on the floor.
We didn't see none of that.
Okay.
The line was all the way back past whatever that restaurant is.
Okay.
It was a really long line, and he had walked up front, and it was a girl that he went to high school with. girl. And she was like, oh, no, you guys are fine. When you get up here, I'll just let you through. You can go ahead and stay in line. You don't have to go to the end of the other line.
Okay.
And so Daoud comes back like, yeah, we went to high school together. And she just was like, no, we're straight. So then we get all the way up to the front. And it's literally 2 people in front of us. We see old girls standing there. And that's when they're like, okay, we're out of tables. Because it was like a whole bunch of people there. Which was like, okay, we'll just wait. But the thing is, guys, my daughter gets out of school at 3 o'clock. So it was like 1:30. We were trying to grab something to eat together.
Lunch? That's
yeah,
cute.
we were trying to eat for lunch together without any children.
Okay.
That was the plan. And we only had a small window before we had to pick her up from school.
Right.
So we get all the way up to the front. And there's literally 2 people in front of us. Old girl is up at the register. Then they say the tables are full. And we're like, okay, we'll wait. Next thing you know, this girl walks away from the register.
Oh.
And she disappeared. We could not find her. And I was like calling her name. I don't know her, but I was calling her name, like trying to see like where she was. I was like, oh, what happened? I was like, did you tell her you were by
What happened
herself?
to the hookup?
Like, what's going on? And next thing I know, the manager for the dining hall, she comes out and she starts checking people in through the register. So
y'all probably got y'all asses to the end of the line.
No, we didn't have time to do that. After we
y'all
had
just
waited, it was already about 2 o'clock by the time we got up to the register, and there was only 2 people in front of us.
That was an eventful. Nothingness.
Horrible. Number one, because we wanted to eat at a buffet. We wanted to just go in.
We wanted buffet
I wanted some
food.
fish. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to sample some things.
A good hour of eating before we have to go and be parents. And she left. The manager comes out and she starts checking those little Hall of Fame cards and stuff. And then next thing you know, I'm like, man, if we have to get in that slow line, the regular schmegular line, that's another 40 minutes. We wouldn't even have time to eat. So then we just ended up leaving, get in the car. I'm irritated. I want to wang the homegirl. Oh, wang is like a powerful punch.
I know.
Or a blow.
I would have had to have a conversation like, I know.
I want to.
We're in the wrong line. But we had already waited so long, she told us we were
I felt like she meant business. And it was
she had a short haircut and broad shoulders.
Short hair. No, she had her hair put back in a ponytail.
Oh, hey,
but
give me verse.
While we were in line, after the girl had told us we could wait, that manager had walked down the line. She was like, everyone have their Hall of Fame cards?
Oh.
And I was like, oh, yes. Because I just knew when I got up there.
So she was like, no,
homegirl was going to let us through.
We went through this already.
We already told her we had one. And I just said, yeah, just to stay in line. And we get up there and she's gone. So then we ended up leaving, get in the car, little salty balls.
Yeah.
And we ended up going across the street to Best Gyros. And I had a gyro.
Nice old ghetto
with fries
Valentine's
covered in
Day.
cheese. Yeah, fries covered in cheese.
Fine. That's like
That was my lunch.
That's like Black Love Valentine's Day. I
and it was
think.
empty in there too. It was just really kind of sad at first.
It was sad, but then it turned into like a sweet moment.
Because the gyro was really good.
I'm sure.
But that's probably because I haven't been eating carbs.
Best
the bread.
famous gyros ain't it best and famous in the name?
No, just best. I think it was just best.
Okay.
The pita bread was like so buttery. It was so good, but I think it's just because I haven't been eating carbs, so I just really was excited and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so delicious!"
Pita.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
And then later that night, Daoud had cooked dinner, and that was it. We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Not like how everybody else does. And then plus, I can't eat chocolate, so
I see y'all not being like super commercial with it.
Yeah, I think it's different when you be with somebody for so daggone long.
Yeah, I know. Y'all going on what, 7 years?
What year is this? 2018.
2017. No, it's 2018.
Yeah, we met in 2009.
Oh,
so we've had a lot of Valentine's days. And then also we have a wedding coming up. So I'm on a budget and I don't really feel excited about
That's cute college love.
Him spending a lot of money anyways. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not really the mushy type to get excited about it. Why?
Because I'm single. I
guess that kind of takes us to how was your Valentine's Day?
The fuck out of me.
Well, if you heard how mine went, you should feel that bad.
But guess what? Even in the storm, you have somebody to go through it
Yeah.
with you.
We always have fun together,
See.
no matter what we're
And
doing.
I bet y'all was cracking up Kiki the whole time.
Man.
Especially because y'all was on like a secret agent mission to try to sneak in. So I know y'all was being goofy.
We had to quickly drop the baby off. We were like, okay, we got a good solid hour and a half.
Did you
but we
tell people where
wasted it.
y'all was going?
Yeah, we told them we were just going to lunch.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get lunch in.
To tell a lie like, oh, we just
Yeah.
going to handle some business. Really, y'all going out to eat or going to the movies.
No, and it's funny
My
too.
mother used to do that to me all the time.
I don't do that
Like I gotta take care of something. She be at the casino.
at the
or
casino.
something.
Nah, I mean if I don't want, I mean
You can't be
whoever I
messing up
get,
your babysitter.
whoever I get to babysit, I don't always tell them what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I usually don't get a babysitter unless I need to get one. Like if I'm about to go pay some bills or something, I can take them with me. I really need to only get a babysitter if I'm really trying to get some alone time. But other than that, no. What is it?
Nothing.
Oh,
I'm just
I'm like, what?
being extra, I
Oh
guess.
gosh. So how was your Valentine's Day?
Let's not talk about
Where are
it,
the-
honestly.
The chocolates, the hearts. What did you do?
It's a lot of sad singing, no flower bringing, okay? No flowers at all. Just
Solo dolo.
some sick old long song. Girl.
What
It's whatever,
happened?
though.
I don't think I've ever had like
It's
a.
fine. Look at this hair. Do you think I went to see somebody? Like, I was sitting here rocking.
But some people like the fro.
This is definitely my Urkel. My Stefan does not have. My Stefan does not have a fro. Don't ever get
That's
it
a
twisted.
nice reference, though. Your Urkel versus your Stefan. I think we all have our Urkel.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like this is
I
Urkel
was
right
talking
now.
to myself yesterday. Okay, this is so tangent-y, but this is cool. This will give y'all the people to our city because I wanted to be extra on this website. On this week anyway.
Get it out.
Cause they was like, somebody was like, Chicago, New York, LA, the
Okay.
type of pretty you are. It's like if you pretty in New York, you probably not pretty in LA, and if you pretty in LA, you're not. Cause New York pretty is like artful and oh my god, she's a model, and you got a weird face pretty, but like LA pretty is like beat to the gods pretty.
Symmetry
Yeah,
is beauty.
yeah, that's
can
New
see
York,
that.
but not symmetry and because they be curvy and weird faces all the time.
Yeah.
Or like them black Asians.
Yeah.
That's not symmetry. That's just
You're funny.
you get some foreignness in
Some
LA.
foreignness.
And
It's
then
crazy how-
Chicago is like the average girl done up to the nine. But I don't know.
Interesting.
That's what he said. But if you switch between any of those signals, you might not be cute everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
okay.
cute in Cleveland, you move somewhere else, you might be the ugly
Might be a
girl.
little ugly duckling.
So I said, no, Cleveland, we got cute people here. It's just we cute on command. Like we gotta be going somewhere.
Right.
Like, cause we're like, bitch, you know what I look like when I'm.
That is true.
You know what I look like when I look good. You go to the grocery store, bummy.
I feel like me.
Go to your mother's house, bummy. But let you and your friends say y'all going to like the movies. Everybody dressed to the nine and go to the movies. Like,
True.
what? Look, I have to have purpose when I put on my clothes.
Yeah, I can
like,
see
we're
it.
a fabulous city, but we're a broke city as well. And I'm not gonna be putting on my best shit.
I think
just-
we're modest
just
and we pick and choose when
what
we need
days
to turn
when
it
we
up.
need to look good.
For me, when I'm dressed to the nine, it's like when I'm going like to work. And then I make sure my hair is all
I've been
nice and my
feeling
makeup
so
is
bad
popping.
about how I've been going to work.
If I'm not going to work or if I don't have like a business meeting or something like that, I'm completely leggings, boots, hoodie,
Let me tell you something.
college student.
I don't know.
College attire.
College
That's what I have on now.
You called it college. The
College
fact
attire,
that
a bun.
people
like,
know exactly what that is, though, in their head.
That's me outside of work. It's
Yeah.
either really dressed up with a dress and all that, and the whole nine, and heels and stuff, or I'm like in leggings with a sweater and some boots. I'm sorry, like that's it. It's in one or the other. I feel like at home I have like no clothes in between. It's either like dressed down, completely down, or I'm gonna be really dressed up.
Okay.
I guess that's the way that I shop though, because most of the time when I do shop, I'm like, "Oh, this
You're
dress would be
going
nice for
somewhere
business.
For going here.
This would be nice for
We
work."
don't have no just cute everyday outfits.
I don't.
I'm cute because I'm going blue.
You know, I'm trying to close a business
Drew,
deal.
right.
Or I want to do interviews. Or I need to do X, Y, and Z. Or I'm going to meet new people.
Here go my interview glasses. My it's bright outside glasses. My photo card everything has a purpose. We plays no games. If we ain't impressing nobody,
I'm
it's
not
a
wasting
mess.
my outfit.
I'm not. And if I don't see enough people in my outfit,
You gotta
I
wear it
gotta go somewhere else.
Oh, you gotta go somewhere else. Like I'm like, you gotta wear it again. You have to recycle.
I never forget. I got cute on accident to go. I was going with a regular friend.
What's a regular friend?
The friend you ain't trying to get with, just somebody you going out with.
You
was
don't
just,
care too
I
much.
was just go. I didn't care too much, but I still got cute. And then I put that shit. I'm like, damn, you got like I like this nigga cute today. What is you doing? You got a little too cute. I ain't gonna be able to
tone
go
it down.
straight home.
Let me go tone it down.
I had when I left there, I was like, somebody else has to see me, cause I done got fly on accident.
You know what you just like sparked in my mind?
What?
You know how in high school, or even in middle school, when you get your little fresh outfit or you got some new kicks.
For the first day?
So you want to go on up to, you keep going to the pencil sharpener and sharpening your pencil. So everybody can see you.
Extra.
Yeah.
No, this is what I would
Kick your
do.
leg out.
You know, I get real close to the bell. When the class, you know, we
they-
switch classes,
right.
get real close to the bell and then pop in late, like just so you. Just
Let
so
everybody take
you,
it in.
hey, you're all seated, right?
Take it in.
I'm coming in. No, I'm just kidding.
That's so funny.
I'm just playing. Oh my God. I was about to say something. I totally forgot.
Oh, I cut you off.
What was it about? No, it wasn't that you cut me off.
Valentine's Day?
Was we talking about Valentine's Day just then? No, we were talking about Cleveland cute.
Oh,
and,
Cleveland cute. Oh,
Yeah.
whether your cuteness follows you no matter where you go.
No, yeah. So, like, you probably be real. Let me be quiet. Bitch, I'm
Moving right
probably
along.
fucking roach in LA. I don't work out no more. I haven't been eating good.
I could see that though, yeah, because then
My hair is a mess.
I would probably have really low
La Marana
self-esteem.
Negra right now.
You're la negra.
A little less Beyonce and Amar.
Amara. A little Amara la negra.
Amara.
She's pretty though.
She's gorgeous.
And her
Don't
skin is off the chain.
Oh.
That's some of the best skin I've seen.
Yeah.
It's flawless. It's
I do
clear.
be looking at it like, dang,
That skin.
does she have on makeup or
Even
is she
during
really
her,
just
I
killing
think
it
she,
like that?
of course, she wears some sort of makeup to play it up. But you can always tell, even if somebody has
If
their
it's good
makeup
underneath,
done
yeah.
really nice, you can still see flaws through the makeup. I mean, in the photo it might look nice, but when you see people, it's just like when you see certain people on Instagram and you're like, man, her makeup is always on point. She always looks cute, and then you like run into them in person somewhere,
It don't look as
and
good
it's
in
like
person. It don't be looking as good as person.
that is not the same.
The camera effect is interesting, especially when it comes to makeup. Speaking of, that's why I haven't been. That's what my joke was gonna be. I broke
What?
my camera on my phone,
Oh.
so I haven't been seeing the need to dress up because I
'cause
can't
you
get no
take
pictures.
It's amazing the things that influence you daily.
I know, right? I said, now that's some Cleveland shit. Like, I'm not dressing up. I can't even take a picture.
I can't even take pictures to post it.
I'm not getting half of the value of my outfit if I can't take a picture. It's
I
not-
can see that.
Might
That's
as well
funny.
wear things I already have.
I don't really take pictures personally. Not too much. I mean, pictures
You-
with kids.
No shade, but you still got your college graduation picture as your profile. I'm like, but I can't talk about how old hers is because mine is probably just as
stuff.
old.
Where?
But
What you
it's
mean?
not the actual.
What, on my
gradua-
LinkedIn? Not even
On
on
your
my LinkedIn.
Facebook.
That's not a graduation picture.
Maybe I'm just a. Maybe,
I have
you know
braids.
what? Maybe I have your graduation picture in my phone when you call.
Oh, that pops up?
Yeah.
That's funny. Is it me with the cap and gown on? Well, that's nice. But, yeah.
Maybe that was my.
That was my picture on LinkedIn, and I changed it because I was like, okay, this is making me look too entry level, wet behind
Oh,
the ears, a little bit too green.
True.
So I had to just change it to me with a fro just to let them know.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, with my little
Not
hand in
only
there.
am
too.
I older, I am woke.
I am woke. I am older. I am experienced.
I am deep,
You want to talk?
conscious,
You want to talk to me?
present. Okay. I know things I know.
So I did do that, and I had to change that just to change how I would be
Maybe
received.
BS.
Because a lot of people, they go off your LinkedIn a lot. They'll go and look on it. I mean,
Speaking
I
of
do it,
LinkedIn,
too.
that's a good segue into what our theme of Teachable Moments was supposed to be
Oh, my
this week.
goodness.
Yeah, because we spent 15 minutes just talking about what we've been going through this week. We a mess. Yeah,
Cleveland photos.
Cleveland.
Well, I mean, I guess for this week, the teachable moment would be I wish I knew.
Mm-hmm.
And that's applicable to your career. It could be applicable to personal life or even academics.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I
there are a few things. And what really sparked my interest in it was that I have read an article with a group of women, and they were just sharing short stories of mistakes that they made early on in their careers, which kind of brought us to this point of, I guess, just looking back at certain things that we wish we knew. So I guess with me,
beforehand, because hindsight is 2020.
That's that 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's always easier to look back and say,
Oh,
if only I would
could
have,
or
or I should have. Like, for instance, in high school, we had, with early college, well, really pretty much any high school had the option to sign up for it. But we had the
Okay.
PSOP program where you could sign up and you could take college courses through Tri-C, earn those courses while you were in high school. So you would accumulate some credits before even actually enrolling into whatever university you were going to go
Yes.
to. And the entry test for that was scheduled for a weekend, but it was scheduled for the same weekend that they had an Atlanta college tour. And instead of going to the PSOP test, I went to the Atlanta college tour because it just seemed like more fun. And I guess looking back, I kind of wish that I would have taken that PSOP course, because then I would have had more credits and I could have graduated even earlier
Yeah.
than 2013.
Yeah.
But
Which
that
was a
me in high
year
school.
earlier than you would have graduated, because we went to a what?
Early college,
Yes,
high school.
we went to
so I would have been 2 years
College
early.
preparatory school.
But then again, it was like,
dang.
what if I go?
Right, you've been
would
one of those people graduating with a diploma and a associate's degree at the same time.
would
I'm
I haven't even
laughing
gone
at
to
my
it, though?
hair right now. It's really like a box,
Let
and
me
I'm
see.
looking at it.
Oh wait, I guess I can see over there.
I hate it.
Box hair.
I'm going to sit this way now.
You don't want to look at yourself.
No, I don't want to look at it. It's not cute today.
Don't
Not
want to
what
look through the LA
it's
angle.
very, I didn't dress for where I'm going.
Oh, poor thing.
No, I'm into it.
So, do you have any situations that you
Plenty
wish
of
you know?
things, plenty
better?
of things. I mean, I think after I finish every stage, after I graduated college, after I graduated high school, after I stopped being friends with certain people, I'm always like, I could have got more out of that situation. So, one of the situations I feel like I could have got more is, I did AmeriCorps.
Oh yeah.
And I did not get hired. I did not make no relationships. But what I did learn,
Yeah.
I learned a lot about myself, as in far as how much. Well, this was valuable. I just had an epiphany. You're sitting right here. I learned that I work harder out of expectation of what I'm supposed to give than I do actually for the money.
Okay. Oh. Interesting.
Because I was not getting paid. We in AmeriCorps,
You get a stipend, don't you?
People making minimum wage made more than us.
Oh wow! I seen on there. I had read before because I had thought about doing that, but I had already started working, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't want to sign up for this because I'd be working for free.
Yeah,
But,
it's less than $8 an hour.
Yeah, and it was saying that some of the participants
it was
they
$400
get apartments and they get roommates, and some of them live together off of the
and
stipend. It's a living
and
wage.
then some of them they set the relationship up that they have a relationship with an apartment building already.
Okay.
But ours wasn't that complex. They was just getting started this year or whatever, and they had a new director or whatever. So it was pretty much fend for yourself. And
Oh wow.
and even our day to day, what our day to day job meant, we established that. You establish it as yourself, which they give you a goal list. You have to meet X amount of students in this amount of time. And but you build your day. Am I going to meet this many students a day? Am I going to try to get it through phone calls? Am I going to try to get it through emails? However you get your 3 contacts a semester. So what I really learned in hindsight is that they put those tasks ahead of me, and I worked to complete the task to be the person who is important enough to do the task.
Okay.
Not because of how much money I was making, or not even because of how much money I thought I was gonna make. Because at one point I was like, they're not gonna hire me. I'm not gonna get a real job. The real job is the $50,000 job. You know, we are doing it for free, hoping that you'll get picked to do it for real.
Did they set it up to where they only pick a certain number of people?
I mean,
Was there
it's always
criteria?
understood that like every year you're supposed to leave off and do something grander than what AmeriCorps is. But like at the level it was when I did it, it was more so as a hiring technique. So most of us assumed this was like a natural hazing process for them hiring at this point. It's not necessarily the program it was after, after the fact. Because like now, it was an era when education hiring was like different. They was bringing in a different crowd of people. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
It was like 3 or 4 years ago at this point.
I had noticed it and I had thought about it, but then when I seen the compensation, I was like, man, that's nothing you can. That would be something to do right outside of college.
All right.
For sure.
I mean, but it was. Well, I was what?
It
2
sounds
years
like
out
a
of
learning
college
experience.
I learned a lot about myself. That's all. I think, but like I paid a lot to learn about myself. Like probably could have learned that much and still got paid at another time.
I think while I was,
I'm too loyal. I think that's what it was. Like what I learned from all my, because it was a career article. I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm probably too loyal to all the places I work. Like I give too much based on what I'm being compensated, and I plan on staying way past the time I should.
Everything
stay.
has an expiration date. At least most jobs.
And now that I experienced that so many times, now I'm 26 years old. I've had a few jobs at this point in my life. It's like I don't want to stay nowhere longer than a year, and I know that's a terrible from a human resources perspective. Like really,
I was gonna say they see that resume. And it's
like.
When you're here, when you're there, when you're here, when you're there.
It looks like you hate people.
You don't like to be stable, do you?
Right. You don't like to be stable, right?
You can't function in stability, can you, sir? You just can't seem to get a hold of it, huh? Can you? That's what they'd be saying.
That's interesting.
That's literally
shade,
what comes up. That's what I mean. You just can't seem to stay put, huh? Can you?
I was like, maybe I'm not comfortable in
I'm not meant to be kept.
I have slave in my DNA and I'm not going back. I don't want to be in no place.
That's funny. I don't want it. That is how they look at it, though. They're like, well, this person has been in X, Y, and Z. I mean, I even had a conversation with somebody in corporate, on a corporate level, and she was talking like, well, I've only been at 3 jobs in the 3 different companies in the past 25 years.
Wow.
I'm just like, oh, well, must be nice.
But what I learned now is that you're never going to make. Well, because of when we graduated during the economic crisis or whatever, we're never going to make as much as our degrees would have been worth maybe the year or 2 prior. It's just because if you don't start at the correct income, that every job placement after that really doesn't satisfy the gap that you missed initially. So that's one thing. 2, you have to make at least 10 dynamic job transitions because they're never going to compensate you in raises what you would be making by the increases in the market. So it's just like... It's a crazy life. It's a crazy world.
And you get like people from older generations that'll say like, you millennials, you guys cannot maintain a job. You can't hold down a job. You can't sit at a job to save your life.
More than
but
this.
I was gonna say there are a number of factors that literally prevent us from staying at one location, whether it be no room for advancement within the company, you're trying to get out and go somewhere. I mean, before I had worked my first HR job, I was trying to go to another building to take on a position that had a little bit more responsibility, and I really wanted it, and I kept asking the senior HR manager, and she was just so adamant of, no, you should stay here. So my manager had left, and then they brought in another manager from another company that had nothing to do with what we were doing there. And then I was supposed to train her and show her the ropes and show her how to do everything. And I'm just like,
I didn't quit 2 jobs because of that.
I'm not about to train somebody that's going to come in and get a salary position. I technically, really, I didn't want the higher up job, but I didn't stay for it. I had to go. No. I'm a millennial. I gotta go.
No, we're not taking that shit.
I have rights.
One thing as a millennial, you will not make us train the person who's going to be our boss. We're not having it.
I refuse.
You can let that go.
I think I was there for maybe 2 days with her. Well, actually, once I heard that they had, is my mic on? Can you hear me?
Well, I think I accidentally bumped this thing.
Hello? Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. I didn't feel
You
like
can't hear you?
1, 2, 1. No, I can't.
I can hear you.
Not in my headphones.
What you do, Layla?
I don't do anything but
Lord
talk.
have
Talk the talk and walk the walk and talk the talk. Yeah, I can't hear myself.
Switch headphones.
We should go on a commercial break.
We should.
I guess we'll kind of. Oh, I'm back. There must be a short or something. I don't know.
Maybe it is a short.
Okay, I won't move. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, and I wanted to go to another building. Not just quit. I want to go to another building and just take on another position because another manager wanted to hire me, and he really wanted me to come in and take it. And he was like, "But it's not up to me. It's up to the senior HR." And the fact that she wanted me to just stay put where I was at, which I did good, but at the same time, let me excel. Let me go ahead and take this next step within the company. But I wasn't given that, and so someone from another company had reached out to me, and I accepted their offer, which gave me a salary. But now looking back, I don't know if I would. I guess because it ended up. I mean, the new position that I ended up taking, it was still a learning experience. I learned a lot about management, dealing with the people, confrontation, diffusing situations. I just learned a ton of things, and then it opened my eyes to how cutthroat recruiting can be. Whether it be even with the people like in the office with you that's supposed to be your team.
Oh yeah.
Hateration was like on 110.
What, girl?
No, like just too far. That was my first time experiencing that, and I haven't experienced it again since.
Well, if you want to experience like some competitive spiritness, work in higher education and be young and be like,
I'm not doing that.
Under 40, under 50, because there's this.
You don't have no seniority,
right? There's this mentality of you guys don't know anything, and we've been doing this there forever.
I've been doing this for 30 years. I am a mother, a grandmother.
And yet I do not know how to work PowerPoint or Excel.
Could you please complete this spreadsheet?
They were invented while I was working. They were not. I've never been formally trained.
I have not taken my ongoing training.
Right.
But
no, the funny part is like I'm saying you think that was bad.
I have no. That's not my lord. That's not my story.
I'm just saying.
That ain't my storyline.
I'm just saying at least you have a reason to be competitive. There's like.
We're supposed to be competitive in recruitment. But if you are in a company and you guys are a team, you should be working together, not against each other. That's the only way that the boat stays afloat. And then that's also why you have high turnover and things like that.
You got social workers who want to complete more food stamp presses than the next one.
I can't.
And no, I'm not doing your work while you gone out of the bar.
You silly.
Elizabeth.
Do they really compete over who has the most stamps processed?
If you don't think they compete over who got the most stamps processed, you're kidding me.
That's crazy. If I was a social worker, I'd be like a social worker at a hospital where I'm the only one in this section over here. They seem like they have such calm, serene.
Young girl, she thinks she's so quick because she could type on a computer. But I do it the old-fashioned. Oh, I can see it now.
Yeah. Well, I did have a large.
Broad.
No, I had a large gap working at Aramark.
You used to tell me people used to say baby girl to you a lot.
Baby girl, sweetie.
Oh, sweetie.
Sweetie.
And you used to not like it.
Honey. You guys are just referencing my age or assuming that I don't know about something, especially when it comes to music. Don't play with me about music.
Oh my God. What?
I go all the way back. I'm not. That kind of grinds my gears, or they're like, what you know about that? A little bit of everything.
You stupid.
A little bit of everything.
I know a little bit of everything.
Actually,
I'm
I do.
a connoisseur of all things.
I really am, especially when it comes to music. So don't play with me. Or when it comes to like best practices and like HR and stuff like that, because I continuously read on those things. They might be stuck in
the
80s or the 90s.
Give them the shade.
You know what's practical, but no, it's not shade. But I've ran into certain people that are set in their ways. Usually, it's like the older ones.
Isn't that disappointing? This is so not what we're supposed to be talking about. But this is good.
Let it flow.
Because this is something I was thinking about. Like, so we're gonna end Teachable Moments right after this because this is so tangenty right now. But they like inventing the robots where you can download the brain into it or whatever.
You said they invented what?
The robots where you can download the human brain into
I
it.
really don't feel like dealing with no robots.
But
I
I'm
think
like,
it's creepy.
that's not gonna be you. That's gonna be a robot with your personality. But you as a whole, you as you're dead. But I'm like, it's a lot of mentalities we don't need.
Why do
in
we
robots.
have to try to extend life? Just die. It is
Like,
a part. It is a
I
part
thought the same
of
thing,
life.
too.
Why do we have
And
to
I'm
keep?
like, death keeps like the playing field fair. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if like some evil people were still alive. Like, you needed to die for the world to be a better place.
True.
It's right now. There's like, well, if you make the world a worse place, it's only gonna be for so long. But if it was like, I'm destined to make the world a worse place for
Forever.
eternity. Like, oh
I think
God.
it would be miserable living for eternity. You have to go through so many traumatic events.
Yeah.
Watching all of the people around you die consistently over and over and over again. And then you meet new people and then you know eventually they're going to die. I don't know. I just don't think I would want to live forever. At some point, your mind, everything needs to just rest.
Yeah.
Find that good old resting place. at the foot of the Lord. Just, why don't y'all want to go there? Like,
Yo, why don't you want to go? I do want to see it eventually. You've been hyping it up for a lifetime.
I'm just saying it's just gonna be, in my mind, paradise on the other side. Like, but then again, some people are not religious either.
Right.
But even if I wasn't religious, I don't think I would want to live forever. I would be miserable. Like death becomes her, just my body falling apart and all types of stuff. But the robot thing it's weird on all levels. The sex dolls, weird.
I mentioned that because you were saying like some like ideologies need to just go away, and I'm like, because of situations like that, we could be like stuck in like a societal mind trap because it's like people who are never gonna like progress. Just and like, and if
That
you
is
weren't gonna
true.
progress, you would have died. But like now
Yeah.
you're not dying, so it's just like, ugh, you still think like that, and it's like 100 years later.
Every time you see a robot, it is tired robot. It'll be robot brutality going on. Just knock the robot out. The robot murder rate has gone up another 10% this year. It looks like the baby boomers just won't let it go. Get up out of here, man.
Right.
We'll be killing all them robots.
Just won't let
No
it
robot.
go.
I
You
won't feel too bad because
stupid.
it's a robot.
The article's like, millennials aren't spending as much on diamonds anymore. You seen that one? It's like-
No, I haven't, but
Something pisses me off. Like, first of all, it's not even ethically responsible to buy diamonds.
who cares?
Right? But, like, secondly, like, we don't have disposable incomes like you did. And for two, like, we actually give a fuck about things. Like, we
I would
saw
say-
blood diamonds and we legit made a decision.
I'm cool.
Well, you know, this is what y'all doing for something shiny.
What's just funny too, because it's like where they got it from. I guess the native people of the land were just like walking past the diamonds, like no big deal. They
Right.
went over there and make the diamonds all valuable,
Right.
things that we must have. Oh, we gotta have it. That's what I don't like sometimes either, though, because marketing makes you think that certain things have value when really they probably don't. Because I mean, a diamond, yeah, it's on your ring, on your finger, but after that, what does it do for you?
I
Unless
had
you
a
go to the
real
pawn
deep
shop.
philosophical conversation with myself about that.
With yourself.
Yes.
Was this on Valentine's Day?
You know what? It probably is directly related to that.
Oh goodness.
I was like, man, because like people be like, oh God, because it's so tangent,
You
tangent.
should just go there.
Mistakes
I'm waiting.
or things of the past, right? Mm-hmm. Like people, me and you had this conversation. I know.
When?
I'm just building up on it about self worth.
I am.
Based,
Oh yeah.
but how you're treated as well. Mm-hmm. And like, it's like sometimes the way you treat it contradicts what you think your self-worth is.
Okay.
So like, but at the same time, like a diamond is always a diamond. Like before you take it to the before you take it to the store and get it checked or classified, before you pick it up, before you find it, it's like it's still a diamond. It's just not a diamond in use. So I was telling myself, like, chill out. Even though the way you feel like you getting treated, or the way you even treating yourself, doesn't match the value you think you have. Like, you're still a diamond. You're just not a diamond in you.
Wait, are you saying you are a diamond?
Like, the value in general, people. Okay. Yeah, me. What the fuck?
I didn't expect that last part.
Hold up. Are you calling yourself a diamond? Yeah.
I was trying to get it.
Yes, but that's not the point.
I'm trying to grasp.
Not necessarily what the point was, but yeah. You're like, wait, bitch, are you the diamond?
Are you the diamond? I thought we were talking about jewelry.
I don't like you right now. We were talking about
so hot in here.
Value. That's what happened. We need a break. First of all, we need to get back on topic.
Gonna take our first commercial break.
We need somebody to cool off, because you asked me to have the conversation, and then you got lost on the way. If you was tired, you should have said, no, I don't think we should jog this last mile. We should go ahead and let it go.
On that note, we're gonna take a commercial break.
This is her with Focus, because Layla needs some, because that was
Focus.
A trout mess.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the soap, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you. Stuck on your phone, or you're stuck in your zone, and you don't have a clue, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Lazy and broke, know we get this money, so I guess I can't complain. But I feel alone even when we're alone, and that don't cause a thing, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up, yeah. I wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Oh, yeah. Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Yeah. Baby, can you focus on me? Baby, focus. Can't you see? I just wanna love you, baby. Look me in my eyes. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
That was her Focus. And we're back. And well, I still got that in my head. And we back.
Yo.
Don't. Dun, dun, dun. Music is all we got.
I can't hear you.
I feel like I can't hear me either. But I wonder, is it something I'm doing?
I think so. I can't hear anything.
You said what?
You can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
Nothing, not a thing. I can't hear a thing.
The thing bouncing. It's just a constant adventure with this thing. I swear to God. They can be like, they don't know how to work the equipment. I'm like, look, it's always going through something.
Guys, I'm not
Oh,
qualified
right.
for the system, so I have
And I'm
nothing
only
to
in
do
my
with that.
third episode back after like a year off, and I only got like a quick 1-2 training and all this for real. It wasn't even.
Oh, yeah,
It wasn't that.
Oh,
It's just a little something right there.
I think I got bleach on my shirt.
Oh, so now we're going to our hot topics. Royal wretched, because sometimes the wretched are royal, and sometimes the royal are wretched.
No, go ahead.
Well, this week Black Panther comes out.
Awesome.
It's Black History Month. We had two whole episodes in Black History Month and didn't say nothing about it.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, just that's a shame on us. I wasn't saying it, so you had to say something.
I would like to maybe cover that in the next video.
Yeah, we will do that. We'll catch you before.
I would
it
like
ends.
to be prepared and more
I'm
concise.
black every day, okay? And if you see my Facebook, I'm a little militant, so I feel like I deserve 30 days off in comparison to everybody else. I take this fight all year. Take February off just to be a black,
A black what?
history.
For Black History?
A black man.
Just take
in
a whole month
history.
off?
Yeah. And then I'll be fighting for us the rest of the year.
My forefathers, my father's fathers, and their father's fathers,
Okay.
they fought for my right to work. So I'm going to.
You stupid. Oh, no.
Boom. Well, for a black-owned business, so
You
hey.
is a fool. I'm not talking about taking off work.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like I haven't been promoting black because it's Black History Month. So
are we promoting black stuff now? Because I can.
Well, if that's what you want, but I was saying I promote black stuff all year, so
Oh, okay.
I could actually take Black History Month off and let y'all handle it for a
Oh,
while.
you were okay. You
You
put
get
in.
it.
You put in so much work.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
outside of the 30, the 28 days.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's 28 days. We can't get a whole 31.
No.
Better know it. So what's on our Royal Ratchet?
Well, I said Black Panther, and we was like, oh, Ryan.
Well,
Coogler
I mean, I
and-
haven't seen it, so I don't really have.
Neither one of us have seen it. It didn't come out yet, but I watched this.
It's tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a show for 7:00
on a
that I missed
on a Thursday.
on a Thursday, and of course tomorrow and Saturday. But
I
I'm
heard people talking about it
probably
already.
wait until it dies down a little bit.
I'm gonna try to go
Some
Sunday
sort
or
of
Tuesday.
The theaters are gonna be packed.
I didn't
with a
try
lot
to
of
get a
people.
ticket.
I mean, it's cool.
Honestly, I didn't buy a ticket because I couldn't get an outfit.
Kind of goes back to that.
Right.
The concept is cool. It looks like the graphics are great. I'm really into fighting movies, so I really am. Yeah.
They said there's going to be a great cultural conversation that happens within the black
Well,
community.
there's already been a conversation
No, the
prior
conversation.
to.
Oh, what was it?
It's been a lot of views posted, and some of it is just like people just want something to say, or they just want to post something, and
Tell
they just want
me.
to spark something. So, I mean, you have some people on Facebook that are saying like, this is not the first movie with black superheroes and stuff
Oh.
like that, because we had Blade and
Yeah, Blade.
and even what is that dude? Was it Damon Wayans?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they
that
were
was-
like, y'all need to stop gassing this up, and it's made by white producers, and they're making
God.
money off of us still, even though they
Oh,
have the black
God.
actors up front. Then you got some people arguing like, so what? I don't care. It's a good look for
Are
us.
those
So
things
this is what I'm seeing on my Facebook,
Yeah,
and then
that was
also what
all
I'm seeing
negative.
on Twitter. Yeah, it's like back and forth on some people saying that they're gonna support it for these reasons, and we have others that are like, it's just a plot. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. You guys are gassing it up to be more than what it is, but it looks like it's gonna be a good movie. So I mean,
Okay.
I'm not too concerned with what everybody's comments are in regards to it representing black people.
Okay.
Because I mean, you can't put black representation on what we see in movies only. I mean, it's like what you do daily. Like,
and honestly, it takes place in Africa, so
yeah,
it's not even really.
It's going back to the motherland.
This ain't really even
Yeah.
our type of black for real.
But I mean, the thing is, like, everybody's like in an uproar about it. But it's like, well, what about all these videos with black people fighting, or these videos where they make fun of
can't believe
the
this.
commentator from CNN because she got on the lace and her whole lace is showing. But then
No.
it's being shared by other black females that are like, look at her again. It's like, well, we constantly tearing each other down, and then we put so much pressure on the movie industry
You're so
when you
crazy.
you don't support your people daily.
True.
So the conversation around it, I just kind of am annoyed by it. But I am interested in the graphics and the storyline. And it has Angela Bassett, so I know it's going to be off the Shazam.
You just went a lot of places.
Oh, those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I thought the conversation, no, because I was, first of all, Ryan Coogler is like, he not interview ready. Because I was just,
I haven't watched any interview.
I was listening to him, and I was like, oh my God, he's really just like,
What was he saying?
he was just going. In a real tangent. I know we tangenting, but like he was asked a specific question and he didn't answer it, but he was talking for like 6 minutes. So it was just like, okay. But what I did learn was that the movie has a cultural conversation that white people don't partake in. So it's a conversation amongst black people about black people of the diaspora and black people from Africa being the same. And so I'm like, oh, that's going to be an interesting component of the movie. And
I'll be watching Black
interested
Twitter.
to see what that happens. Because I actually went to like a college event,
Okay.
and it was an African held college event,
Oh, okay.
but it was like black people there.
That's fine.
And the conversation was like, why do Africans treat black people like we not African?
Oh.
So it's just like,
Well, I think sometimes.
I'm like, but we're not
I was gonna say,
technically.
there you go. That's my example. I was just gonna say some people don't identify as being from Africa.
I mean,
because-
technically,
I mean, yeah.
we're not in the same way they are. So I would understand
Mm-hmm.
them being like, not red. You know what I'm saying?
I've even seen posts where it would be like people that are from Africa or that have those roots that they're close to that they know of. We don't
Right.
know of our African roots,
Right.
so we can't really connect to it all the way. But it would be some people like, well, actually, these American black people,
And that's
they're
the conversation.
culturally appropriating our culture
They
and stuff
talk-
like that. They
right.
want to wear our wraps and they want to wear
Right.
all of our colors and things like
Right.
that. And our, I don't know,
That's the
our
weird
style.
part of it.
And then, but it's like at the same time,
It's like-
we're not. I don't think people are
Nah, that's
mocking
where
it.
it's just
I think
like-
people are just trying to. We always trying to connect to
Come
what our
on
roots
now,
are because we
like,
don't know.
Are you serious? Like, of all the people you gonna be mad about partaking?
I've watched interviews and then I've also read articles and things like that to where they kind of point that out and sort of point the finger at the American black. I don't even know how to describe it.
And that was
the American black
that
person.
was the comment made. It was like, you don't accept us as true Africans or true, people from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you come over here, you expect us to be like all recessive, and like you're not recessive. I'm like, but you don't actually want to be received. You actually want to be like, no, we're
different. We're separate.
than those blacks over there. You know what I'm saying? So.
But I mean, they're in touch with. They're in
I'm
touch
stupid, I'm
with the
sorry.
culture, and I guess that's lucky for them. And then us, we were just stuck with what we came up in, and what we come up in is a different kind of black culture in regards to like our music, our customs, which really we have things, but we just kind of claim things. Like fried chicken and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that comes from us.
I think Obama said
Claim
it, and this
things.
is weird that I'm like, this is the conversation we're having. It's like,
What?
well, Obama said like the only American culture is black culture.
Oh, that's deep.
Like the only culture that is native to America is the culture made from slavery. So essentially, from black
From
people.
black people.
Everything else is foreign,
Brought from somewhere
brought
else.
somewhere else. So like we're
This is
the,
what we established.
we're
We
the
established
only
this.
true nationals. Actually, the only true nationalists around us.
I can see where you said. What about the Native Americans?
But
They were driven out.
not driven out. It's just the American customs that
we have.
we observe.
But
are not
does that mean that we
theirs.
contributed to this ratchetness that we have now that we call America?
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Everything that is America, both popular, circular and different.
But and I guess that does come down to too, because we have our things, but they're looked down upon. Just like, for instance, like braids,
until
big booties and stuff like that, and big lips. Until
Teal is in vogue.
I'm not even gonna say the name, but
Okay.
until one of those broads
Magazines.
comes along and
Both.
decides to wear those braids and get
Right.
lip injections and fake booties, portraying really the features of black people. Probably exaggerated though. Went a little too far, but
proportional.
yeah. And then it's accepted, and now it's culture. It's
Right.
us. It's American.
This is American culture.
Yeah, I
Like
can see that
American
too.
culture is not like young black twins twerking in
Mm-hmm.
the basements. It's Miley Cyrus twerking on VH1.
I don't
And
even
I'm
want
like,
to talk about her.
this is so old. Do you know how old? You know.
Yeah, when
this-
she did start twerking, it was pretty late in the game.
It's like this is it like retired twerking actually.
But I mean, just like her, Justin Timberlake. Let's see who else. I mean,
Speaking of
any
getting old though.
even what's her name? Taylor Swift. They all take that approach of, in order for me to go from being a teeny bopper pop teenager to being an adult
I have to
accepted
stop
in my
through
sexuality,
hip-hop ghetto-ness.
I gotta go and I gotta do some hip hop. I gotta do some collaborations with
Some black people.
Timberland, Jay-Z, 3-6 Mafia.
You stupid, but
I gotta
it was
go
3
and I gotta
Mafia
get
Mafia.
ratchet, and I gotta show that I am an adult and I have
am
my
an
own
adult.
mind and I'm wild and I'm loose. And then once they want to then she just decides, okay, I'm gonna go back to my roots and I'm gonna be a country singer. And she's not doing too well either.
She not doing too
She's not. She can sing though. I will always
She-
say
you
that.
know what?
I like Hannah Montana.
One time I caught her on stage and I was like, she been doing this for a long time.
She can actually sing.
You can tell she been here for a while.
But I don't like how she took that pit stop to hip hop and then hops back over
Pit
to
stop the hip hop.
Pit stop
That
to
was
hip hop,
cute.
and then hops back over to her country music roots, and then says, "I just couldn't do hip hop because it was so degrading. It was just a bad time in my life."
But like you made a lot of money, right?
Girl,
before that.
bye.
know
You made a
did.
lot of money. You was very popular. You was twerking on
you
Robin
was very
Thicke, a
happy.
married man who turned out to be on some trash, anyways. Which
Right.
I felt he was on trash, but
He looked like he would be on.
he looked like he was on trash. I'm not gonna say the wrong things, 'cause I don't know if he had what type of problems he had exactly, but he looked like he had some.
alleged drug issues.
It seems like alcohol would be his choice.
He do like that beard. That beard does say
Scruffy,
like I drink
like
alcohol.
he wouldn't
so
smell
I'm
good every
drunk,
time you
yeah.
see him.
That's kind of disrespectful. No judgmental, but like
So sorry.
judgmental.
That's why I didn't want to say it, but you was like drugs. I had to make sure, like, no, not
No
drugs.
drugs.
Alcohol. Alcoholic, just because I take 1 or 2 shots. But no, I mean, clearly he was going through some things. But she took her little pit stop, and I mean, Justin Timberlake, he did that as well, and he kind of blew up. Christina Aguilera, Lady Marmalade. Wanna get nasty,
Oh,
nasty.
okay.
And she started
Yeah.
doing that song when she was looking all raunchy.
And then she started doing them extra ass runs. But-
I liked her
Or
when
was she was always
I liked
doing
her
that.
better
Even as a little baby,
as
she was
Genie
doing
in the
that.
bottle, and that's probably about it.
Okay.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Speaking of aging artists,
What you talking about?
Mr. Quincy Jones, did you see the stuff?
I mean, I didn't actually
Are we gonna?
see
Oh wait, we
a
have to
video.
talk about it for the people
What?
because
Oh.
now we talking as if
Oh,
we
we
already
already
know the
talking-
information,
Well,
but they don't know what we talking
Quincy Jones,
Do
music mogul, who's connected to Michael Jackson, also connected to Prince.
Yeah. Whitney
a,
Houston.
a number of very
Pick
famous
your favorite artist. He
artists.
probably
He's
did somebody them or someone associated to them.
Pick your favorite artist. He's probably had his hands on them or someone that you
Oh,
know
God.
at some point.
That was
I'm not
cute.
saying it like that.
That was cute.
But you know how it is. You
Possibly.
touch many people and you work with a lot of
Tupac.
people.
Yeah.
But I heard about that too. But I guess he did some article where he was going into detail and like revealing information about top artists, and especially like artists that are deceased. So
Yeah.
saying that Michael Jackson and Prince got into a fight. Prince tried to run Michael Jackson over at one point. What else was he saying? That he
Marlon
messed with
Brando.
Ivanka Trump.
Oh yeah, he did.
He was also saying that
you don't want
a
to say
certain
it?
comedian had
It's hurting your heart.
it does. I don't want to say it because they're deceased. I don't want to say very bad
He
things.
made jokes about it. I think as
He
a
did
comedian,
have
he
jokes
would be
about
like,
it, but he's still deceased.
He is.
And I don't want him to haunt me at night, so no problems, bruh. But anyway, he said he had
Richard Pryor Like, what the hell is you doing, girl? I'll say the name for you. I don't mind a gay ghost making me laugh at night. I don't. I think that'll be the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, man, this is hilarious. This is
Go ahead.
not what I asked for, but okay.
And then what happened when he sticked it in? What happened? No, but he was saying he had some sexual intercourse with other males at one point in his life.
I can't believe
And
you.
apparently his wife like kind of co-signed and was like, yeah, they were on drugs
Richard Pryor's
and blah, blah, blah. And everybody was having sex with everybody.
You know what was the most interesting to me?
What?
The variety of black men in Marlon Brando's, like, harem. Like, it's like, not only do you like black men, but you like activist black men, you like comedian black men, an actor black man, a musician. You was just sampling the spectrum. You did not have a type. And like James Baldwin is kind of like, he's kind of interesting looking. He's shorter. You can tell he's an intellectual. But then you like got a goofy MBA, could have been like a hood type person. Richard Pryor. So I'm like, he really didn't have a type. He really was doing everything.
Ain't got no type. Just out kicking it. You know what I'm saying? No, it was
Black
lit.
is the only
That's the
thing.
definition of
Ain't
lit.
got no type. Black is the only thing.
He got writing credits for that song. No, I'm just like, they was like, we got to give him some credit.
Oh my God. I can't believe we just went there.
But yeah. So there's
How do
been a
you
lot of
feel
uproar about it.
Okay, well, no need to ask you, but how do you feel about like being a little more mouthy when you get older, or like releasing secrets
I
and
think
age?
I think that is natural. I think that when certain individuals get to a certain age, even just
Do you think
I
it's a
mean-
good thing or a bad thing?
I can't say that it's good or bad, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, I guess for the person,
Do you plan on
It's
being a
good.
mouthy elder?
I don't think anybody plans on it. I just think it's a natural.
I think.
I don't think you plan on being like,
Do you-
yeah, I'm about to get. When
I
I get
think
older,
you
I'm gonna
do.
tell everybody like
I
it
think
is.
you do. Like,
I think it's a
if
natural
it's already
thing.
in your personality.
Ah!
And you like, I just can't wait till I'm old enough to tell you young how I really feel about you.
No, I don't think anybody plans on it, but I will say when you sit and have conversations with older people, they just tell the truth, whether it hurts your feelings, whether it puts someone else out there, because
Think about your grandparents now.
I'm just thinking about conversations and things that you've heard, and you would be surprised, like, that happened in my family? Or
No.
that happened at that church? Or
yeah.
that happened there? Really?
Right.
And then you look at them, you're like, wow. It does kind of change your perspective, but I think when you just get to a certain age, you just don't really care. You say what you want to say.
Everybody get like disillusioned. That's what I was talking about.
What do you mean?
Like as you grew up, first of all, I was listening to something religious, so that was weird.
Why is that weird?
Because it's like as children, our elders, more specifically our parents
Well, they
or our
revert back to-
grandparents, are almost like gods to us.
Okay.
Because
I can
like
see that.
they fulfill all our
Well, I
needs.
think we're all gods in some capacity.
Don't get it started.
If we're part of the kingdom,
Don't
we
be
are.
too woke right now. I need you like
I mean, I'm just saying.
I need you fresh off a nap, but I don't need you fresh off a jog, okay? I don't need you that woke for this one.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
But go ahead.
So we like see all this power and influence,
Yeah.
and we put even more intelligence into them than what maybe
what they-
really are.
Okay.
So as you get older,
you start to realize they're not that smart.
yeah, you get disillusioned to all the fact you like they're not gods, and like once the disillusion is all the way gone, it's just like, yeah. So like I don't even really like my grandma no more. And everybody, this is my stand up joke. Like everybody know I really like used to love my grandma, but I really can't stand her. 'Cause,
I
like,
hope she doesn't watch this video.
if she does, I don't care. Like I don't like her. Like.
Grandma
I'm just
Clark.
kidding. But I just grew up and realized, like, yeah, like those things I thought are like, no.
Well, you know what you
And
make
then
me-
we're not that far in age, like natural grandchildren relationships
Oh,
are. So
okay.
it's just like, we don't have like enough gap.
between us for you being
Be like, that's just my baby, and that's just my grandma's. Like, no, you know better because you're young enough for your senses to still be moving. But like, you're at an age where like setting your ways, but you're not old enough to technically
be-
setting your ways.
So what is old enough?
I think around the age where you know you about to die. When you start really have to contemplate death.
What?
Like, you not...
I think when you get to it, but if you get that old to where you're about to die, I don't think you're contemplating death. I think
like,
you're accepting.
when your age expectancy says you only got a few years left.
Mm-hmm.
Like, post-retirement is when you could be too old to change. But, like, anything before retirement, you need to be ready to change.
You can work on yourself.
Because you would be able to change yourself in the workforce, wouldn't you?
Oh, okay. I can see what you're saying. But, I mean, I don't think there's an... I wouldn't say it's a specific age. It probably depends on the person.
I'm sure it's not an age. I mean, I can't put these arbitrary rules on
But,
things, but you
I
asked
mean,
me.
Because you have people that have been set in their ways since I can remember.
It's just like
being a
annoying.
child.
Like people, like my grandma, literally.
Tell me about her. Like, what did she do?
She really tripped me out with this one. It fucked me up, okay?
What happened?
We was having a conversation.
I think it's because y'all
just been together too long.
I was just gonna
we've been
say
together too long.
too.
Yes.
It's a little different too for me because my grandmother. I mean, we would go with her like during the summers and stuff.
Oh,
so
but
my
it
memories,
wasn't like a constant.
yeah,
It's
I'm not
special occasion
Even
grandma.
for my cousins that live in Toledo
Uh-huh.
with my grandma in the same city, they have way more interaction with her.
get it.
So when we see each other, it's like
Special
happy,
occasion.
dandelions, flowers. Love, excitement, sharing stories, laughing, giggling, talking about when we was little, and talking about what we're doing now. But it's like pretty much fun, and then a lot of laughing at some of the crazy stuff you hear. So I just be like, oh my gosh, can you believe she said that? Or you know what I'm saying? But I think with you and your grandma, and I'm not telling you a
I live
story.
at home. No, it's fine.
But, no, not even that. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about you have been with her like even in high school
Yeah.
too. So I think the more you're around certain individuals, or really even the adult figures in your
I know
life,
in
the more you
general,
clash.
Honestly,
yeah.
in general, I think I got disillusioned with the whole world. Like, even what I thought who teachers were supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what, though? I think that's something that you just come to realize as you get into your 20s and as you live life, because that's how I felt. That could be applied to with me getting my first HR job. Everybody's like, oh, uppity and like, yeah, buttoned up. And then when I get invited to events outside of work,
Right.
I seen like the real in people.
You did tell me that story,
Yeah, when I go to
yeah.
business meetings and
you're expected
they're
to go
having
in
drinks.
and make networking contacts, and they just kicking it.
And
for
they're
real.
having drinks, and everybody's kicking it, and the guy I'm trying to make a deal with, he's a little tipsy to the point where he's like, I'm going to sit here for a little bit before I walk to my car.
Okay.
And I would say my time in like HR and like meeting with people outside of business hours or meeting and settings that are not exactly business, that's when I started to, I guess, yeah, that's when I kind of started to realize that everybody, we are all pretty much the same in regards to, they all have like facades basically.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't always go off of that.
Yeah.
And I guess that's always my angle whenever I go anywhere. If I'm meeting new people, if it might seem like that person is intimidating, if you ask certain questions, then you just realize like, oh, okay, you're pretty much just like me.
You got
yeah.
over it.
Or especially too working in HR, you know how much people make.
Yeah.
Or because, you know, sometimes you get a job and you're like, oh, he's the manager. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's about making $75K. And you
Yeah.
realize, like, no, he's making 43.
Oh.
And he's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all about facades and sometimes I guess the idea that you have in your mind for certain people. And then after a while, you just start to realize that that's not always what it is.
Right.
And people flex and flaunt all the time, but I could be talking to somebody and they're interviewing for a position, and I'm like, so what are you looking for? I'm about 35K. And I'm like, oh, really? Really? After the conversation and you telling me everything that you've done, you only want $35,000? And I would be, you know, surprised sometimes. Like, oh, okay. Or if sometimes they'll come out and tell you like, yeah, well, I was working as a manager at so-and-so. I was starting off at 28. And I'd be like, dang, I would not manage for 28 grand a year. But you wouldn't even suspect that because sometimes they come in dressed very nice, very well. So, I mean, that was one thing with me dealing with a variety of people is that you can't always just take everybody for, I guess, I don't know, what do you call it, face value of what you see immediately. It's always more to stuff behind people.
That was interesting, like,
Yeah, I learned some stuff.
perspective you offered right there.
But, I mean, you can't talk about your grandma.
No, I mean, I'm done.
You done.
It was good.
She loves you.
It's all right.
My relationship with my mom
I'm just
got real
grown.
strong while
just
I was
know
in
better.
Toledo.
I just know better. You know?
You just know better. I just know what not to say.
I know what not to do. I said, "Oh God." Everybody has a time limit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, your grandma can't have no time limit.
Yeah.
though.
No, honey. Everybody has a time limit.
Who said that? Somebody said every relationship has an expiration date.
Not
You just got to be smart
no.
to know.
I'm not even talking about a time limit as far as like how long we're gonna be together. Just like how long we can be together.
Okay.
Like I can sit there about 30 minutes before somebody say something or do something that pisses the other person off.
So you got to turn your timer on.
Anything after 30 minutes, it's gotta be
Down
something.
the drain.
So
Oh, that's not good.
I just realized our time in it is like 5 minutes. Like
5 minutes?
yeah, at this stage in our life, we didn't try to spend too much time when
Hello?
we was on a shorter time.
Hello? Hey, baby.
Good enough to
Are
be like,
you alive?
Yep. You alive?
All right, I'll talk to you later.
You talk to you
Bye.
later. Right.
That's not good.
They're like, that's all we got time for. You still good? You still good?
Y'all just got to get back to the good times.
And I mean, and then like, she pulled a stunt on. I mean, you know.
Moving along.
No. Real quick. Since you asked.
Don't put grandma out there.
I need to put her right there. As parents, don't act like you got options.
Oh. What you mean?
Because, like, you know, your parents always got other children.
Oh.
But you only got, like, one
Right.
set of parents. So they start acting real different.
Can't stand you.
Real different when the other kids are doing better. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, when Pookie and them was falling off and I was the only one doing well, I was cool.
Yeah,
but
but
now that you done hedged the bet a little bit,
Sounds
you want to
situational.
start acting different. I see you. I know what this is. I
I can't. I think sometimes parents, parents, they have different relationships with their children too. I can't say.
It's
Some
gonna
are
be
better than
funny
others.
watching you grow up and watching like which kid you gravitate more as they do various levels of well.
will not.
Like the one that ends up with like the good wife or husband in the big house, all of a sudden is the favorite, and you just trying to figure out what happened.
What am I gonna do with the other one? I think a good parent would just let go.
I think every parent is deciding what child they're gonna move in with at old age, and I think it just rotated off of me unexpectedly, and I was just like, "Oh, there's some two-faced
He's like,
things.
okay.
Two-faced things happening here."
Oh, well, that's no
But
good.
okay. I'm just playing.
I don't know about.
That's just me being goofy.
I was about to say. Well, then we'll just go.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Quincy
grandma.
Jones.
Shout out
to old people.
Shout out to grandma.
Doing whatever.
Shout out
they-
to the 60 Up crew.
Saying what they want at every age.
Saying what they want, not asking any questions.
Oh, when you get old, this is what I wanted to say.
What?
When you get old, are you going to tell things about yourself that you wouldn't have told when you were younger?
Probably.
Or are you still going
I don't think I'm gonna.
Are you like a take it to your grave girl, or like, or I'm going to be quiet long enough to win, and then once I won, I'm going to tell all my secrets?
I think I would tell things about myself that I probably wouldn't tell them now.
Every magician
When
has
I'm
a final
giving a-
reveal.
Not after I die, nothing like that. But I think
Right.
when I'm like teaching a lesson, or if they like do
Is there
something,
something now you know you can't say until like you get older?
I mean, I don't even tell Gigi how old I am.
That's funny.
It is funny. I always say old enough. Because I don't want Gigi memorizes stuff, and I don't need her telling everybody how old I am, okay?
That's funny.
Because I come to the schools, and I'm like all young. Everybody's all old. In their 40s and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, hey, yes, I'm Gabriella's mom. Keep them guessing. Because I know Gigi will be,
guessing.
I know Gigi will be like, well, my mom's 26. Yeah. She just
Right.
had a birthday in January.
Right.
Like, that's her talking. I just always say,
And all of a sudden, you the young mom now.
Yeah.
When at first you was just
I'm old
another
enough.
mom.
I'm old enough. I'm the worker mom.
You know what I want to do?
You didn't work today? I see you. Oh,
I
you must
want to
have the
pull a
day off.
Kardashian in my old age.
What you mean, a Kardashian?
Release a sex tape.
See, I don't even mention them. You want to release a sex tape?
But when I get old,
So you're gonna record it now?
yes, and release it when I get old. That is my ultimate dream. Like I was fine back in the day. Look at me go. Look at me go. Work.
Look at that stamina. Look at Let's have it.
Like, I knew I could show y'all back in the day. Because I still
You
had.
gonna show your kids.
I still had. No, that's not what I said. That's what you said. That's what you said.
You said this is what you gonna take to your grave.
I just knew there was things that would ruin my life as I lived it. But
Okay.
now that I'm close to the end,
I mean, I don't even think you would have to wait
cares?
that long.
I think you would.
I would say wait after you retire, maybe you could do it because then you
Yeah.
wouldn't have to worry about like
Like
people at
finding
your
another job.
finding out, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh my gosh, did y'all see Jameer?
That's what I want. I promise you. That's what I want. Like,
well, let me know when you record it,
if
just so
I
I
get
can
to
know that it's
live my,
done.
if I get to live my life the way I want to, I will lose weight.
Do
for
you
what
have
I-
a deadline for
It make-
recording this video?
As long as my body, like 35, like 35 is the deadline. If you ain't, well, Mimi pushed up the deadline because she like 50.
She was like,
and she looked
she
good
was like
in hers.
going up. What I was after she had breast implants and stuff like that.
True.
So
I'm just saying, I just really want some good commemorable footage of myself
I can't.
that at 65, 75, I could pop in and be like, look at that boy go. And then you be proud of yourself for keeping something like that for you. I promise you that'll be like the best gift you
Well,
give
let me know
yourself
when you
in old
record
age.
it, just so I can know that it's done.
You stupid. No.
When you
That's the
release
type
it,
of thing you can't record on a phone.
No,
you can't
no.
record it and put it in the
go
iCloud.
straight to the cloud.
You have to like record it on one
need
of
an
those
old school VHS. Put it on a tape.
and put it on the tape and like have the tape always in the recorder. And then the recorder like locked
I
somewhere.
cannot.
And then you pull out the whole thing.
Okay. Well,
That was it.
cheers to that. Good
And I
night.
want to tell on people when I get older. I think I do want to tell on
Tell people like how.
but like once they die.
Oh.
Like so and so was messy like this, and y'all didn't know so and so was into this. I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. But only if it like appeases the people, like things they all like. That gay uncle nobody ever officially said was gay.
Girl, yeah. He was
Like finally, like come on.
I knew it, Grandma.
Thank you for finally like. We were all wondering, and nobody would say anything.
He had such a beautiful home.
Right. And this friend Kevin that was always around, he was
Yeah.
the coolest dude.
His buddy.
They were roommates, right? No,
That's his
I'm just
roommate. That's what they. Never mind. Just keep going.
kidding. Who was? Go ahead.
What's next? What's next?
That's it for Royal Ratchet. I think this week we were the highlight feature. We were the hot topic of what was royal and what was Ratchet. Queen.
Are you the director?
I think was Queen Lay. You were the royal. You were really trying to hold it together. I think I was thoroughly committed to Ratchet this week.
Thoroughly.
Thoroughly. Are you co-signing
I'm
or are
legally-
you agreeing?
I'm legally
I don't
blind.
need none of this.
Barely. Barely.
We're gonna go into our second musical break. I'm gonna let you guys go. There's the sweet sounds of Prince. I would die for you, and this is like so
that's
appropriate
deep.
because like it was like an R&B song of our age, and we're talking about old people. It's an R&B song.
Let's go
Their
ahead
age.
back with the Prince.
I like this song. I really do. I liked it. That was nice. Hello. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2.
Hello.
You're there.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not.
You're so aggravating. Yes, you
Do it again.
are.
Hello.
We're both there.
I'm not there.
You are there.
Hello.
I can hear you, Layla.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Doo-doo.
Well, hi guys, we're back.
And we're back. And we back. I can't keep doing that every time.
can't hear you.
You're. Oh, I turned the earphones down. I turned the Q down too.
Oh, it's much better.
I think you just got hear. Like honestly,
No,
you might need
quit
to
playing
hearing
with the
check.
headphones. You
I
keep
know.
turning it
I
down.
know what I'm doing. I can see the levels. I can see the bounce
Oh,
and all
no.
that
Okay,
stuff.
okay. You know what you're doing. I'm crazy.
I mean.
What was I
I
thinking?
didn't say I know what I'm doing.
What was I
Did
thinking?
I say I know what I'm doing?
Yes, you did.
I did.
Word for. We will play this back.
I know what I'm doing. Oh,
I know what I'm doing.
I mean,
I know what I'm doing.
comfortable enough. I did.
Every man
I
needs
did
a
say-
woman.
Speaking of,
Every man needs
did
a woman.
you be watching her page?
Who? Candy?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You watch the Shade Room sometimes?
What do you say?
It's probably shady. I probably shouldn't even say it.
I would like to know what you got to say.
And I
'Cause
really like Kiki
every
too.
man needs a woman.
Cause Kiki, she had posted like her singing a little ditty or whatever about haters and stuff, and Kiki sung it.
And sung it much better.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised Kiki got pipes.
And I was just like, was that shade? Like, I don't, cause you're not supposed to sing nobody's song like.
You could, I'm sure.
I mean, but you're not
Beyonce
supposed
probably
to.
Sings
You're
Rihanna.
not supposed to jump on it
No, and
like fresh
cover it.
and cover it, and then like. So I was like,
It's Kiki White. She could do what she wants.
Kiki Palmer.
Oh, Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, I'll show it to you later.
Well, she likes to cover people all the time. That wasn't shade.
I mean, I know it wasn't shade, but it just felt shady because it was just like, ooh.
She does Aaliyah tributes. She wasn't shady. She was just singing it because she always posts little things of her singing.
I
and
know.
stuff.
I'm not saying I don't know. I know she wasn't being shady, but
She was promoting it. She liked the song.
the shade of it all is just like, I feel. I don't know.
Man, what does she look like
I'm
coming for
"Ooh,
Candy?
Don't sing my song. Yeah.
Ooh.
I would be like that. I was like, bitch, sounding all good and shit. Y'all swear.
She sound better than Candy? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm just.
I haven't
saying
heard it, so I don't
it
know.
was clear.
It wasn't as deep as this.
I like Candy. You're not about to make me.
You
do
like
that.
Candy's
I'm
voice?
just saying whatever.
You really like it, genuinely.
I just. Yeah.
Wow.
Like.
Let's move on to the last segment of the
So,
show.
or what you're saying is, you don't.
I like the songs that she wrote.
Okay, well, since she went there, I'm just saying.
I don't know what to say.
Since I'm not going to be there by myself. I mean, she makes songs for her voice. You know what I'm saying? And they sound good. You get what I'm saying? Like, people who sing like her always sound good on her songs. So, like, of course
Who sings like her?
Huh?
Who sings like her? I just want to know. I'm just trying to get it better.
Like a Fantasia. She, like...
No, you did not.
Listen.
In what capacity? I'm trying to understand now.
She had like, the voice she hears in her head.
I don't know what voice she is.
The voice
I just know what I hear.
The voice she's like, the technique in the song she's going for, the style, the no.
Sorry. Shaky old him
I'm
singing.
not about to do it.
Fantasia though? Really? Fantasia?
I feel like she has the time. Like, you not. This is once again like, are you the diamond situation?
Are you that? Are you saying Fantasia sounds like Candy Burns?
It's disrespectful how confused you are.
This is not making any sense to me.
You're disrespectfully confused.
That was bad comparison, man. I just gotta come up with something else. Next week, I need you to come back and tell me who sounds like Candy Burns. And you better not say Fantasia. I know that for a fact. You could have compared Fantasia to a gospel singer or something. Somebody that really had pipes. Candy. You laughing because you know I'm right.
I'm laughing because
Where?
You just
Where? I can't. You disrespectful.
disrespect.
You lucky Fantasia don't tune into this. She come and find you.
Oh, you are so disrespectful.
Now what you say? What you say, Jameer?
They are friends. I'm sure she would not be mad. I can't believe you just did that.
Moving on.
No.
Moving on.
We'll move on. I just want to clear.
You need to find a better comparison.
I just want to clear my name. What I'm saying is that
Every man needs a woman.
Oh, you was disrespectful. You was so disrespectful.
I fly above. All right, but go ahead. What?
I liked that song. Okay, look.
The song is cool.
The style of singing she has in her voice.
What style is that though? That's what I'm trying to understand.
It's like a Fantasia Jasmine. Like that's what that's the style she hears in her head. So that's why she be going for what she be going for. But I get it. But maybe her voice is not necessarily of that style. You get what I'm saying? That's like if a Britney Spears was trying to sing gospel. Like that's not the style for your voice. But you write great for that style. You get what I'm saying? You get it?
She wrote for Fantasia?
Yeah.
What song?
She wrote a couple Fantasia songs.
Oh, I gotta look this up.
Yeah. She wrote for a lot of people. See, girl. She made my stomach hurt for no reason. She wrote for Fantasia. Yeah, that cleared everything up now.
I wanted to know what... I'll research it. I'll look at. But that still doesn't say that
Lord have mercy.
her voice is comparable to
Okay,
Fantasia.
moving right along. This is not even what we were supposed to be talking about.
I gotta think of somebody with a deep, shaky voice that could compare.
Let me think. Disrespectful. You know when you sing,
Okay.
right? And like, there's things you can hear yourself doing vocally.
But you can't do it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Not can't do it, but like, it sound better in theory than it did in practice.
So are you saying she failed? I'm trying to understand.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like, her theory of where she be wanting to go. Because
But she can't take it there. Is that what you're saying?
It just don't match her voice, is what I'm saying. Not saying she can't take it there, like if a different, like it's
some songs sound better if somebody else sings it.
Yeah, like you can hit the note, but it's just not as cute when you hit it. It be plenty of people who can hit the note, but it's just
why they're writers and they're behind the scenes.
I'm not saying you're saying that. I just want to make it. I just want to make it very clear that you're the critical
I don't even
one.
know why this came up.
I don't know what you did either. I don't know how you brought us
You
here.
brought the song up. Moving on to serious business.
Oh my God, that was like a significant amount of time on something we was not supposed to be talking about. This episode is going to need severe editing.
Don't edit anything. This is all organic, people.
Okay. For senior seminar, which is our final, segment. This is supposed to be more serious, educational, be aware, not necessarily woke, but aware.
Okay.
So, right now there are. Oh no. So, we have a new school shooting where a 19-year-old. And I'm like, I thought you graduated at 18, but whatever. I'm not trying to make a joke of it. I'm just trying to figure out what was.
That stood out to me.
There was already something awry in that situation.
So, I mean,
he just went and shot people on the way to school, at the school.
It was towards the end of the school day, like around 2:30 before they were supposed to let the students out. Somebody was shot at the corner outside of the building. Right in front of the building, someone was shot. And then he shot students in the hallway and a few students in the classroom. Unfortunately, some students posted live of what was happening during the gunshots and things like that. So scrolling down my timeline, kind of upset about it because I hate when, you know how the videos automatically, they just start playing.
Yeah, once you play one, it like give you 4 or 5
Not
more.
even that. I'm just literally going down.
Oh,
so as soon
wow.
as you get to it, it just started playing. And you could see, I seen like a student like laying on the ground, basically lifeless. And
I haven't been on Facebook recently.
yeah, and I mean, it was really, really, really bad. A lot of people, I don't know the exact number, so I don't want to say the wrong number.
It was 17.
About 17 people killed, and individuals were hospitalized. Some died on the scene, some died in the hospital. They got them in custody. And with the media coverage now, and I guess of course, it's horrible that it happened. But I see right now they're almost trying to make people sympathize with him in regards to mentioning that he was adopted. His mother died this past November from the flu. His adopted father died when he was 4.
Adopted?
That was another thing.
I always thought that was a better life.
We had... Sometimes it is better, sometimes it's not.
Okay.
It just depends on your situation.
Assuming if
and
they get picked up into a better socioeconomic level or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, well, it just depends. And me and Daoud were having a conversation about just the stuff that the media is putting out there in regards to kind of make him seem like someone we should sympathize with by trying to tell his background story. When black people do stuff, they don't get black background stories.
Yeah.
If he was a loving father and he did
right?
this and he had a tough upbringing, or just like the young girl that got sentenced, I think, to life in prison for killing the guy
who was molested.
that had her. Yeah, and she was
Kidnapped
a teenager.
That's crazy.
And she told her story, and her story was horrible. She was adopted and then molested, and then she had a real bad story too. But it was like that was thrown out the window, and she was just thrown the book. But with him, they're
I think they more so
upfront
making
telling his story.
They're more making a story out of it because they know they're not going to do nothing as smart as gun policy. So like they have to make it seem like they're still oddballs. These are not regular occasions.
He was just an oddball, odd guy out. He was autistic.
Because if we say like there's just people who just like shooting up schools now,
Yeah.
then we have to do something about that.
But they're talking about all the strikes that he had on him. I have a lot of strikes on me that could have put me in a situation to where I end up doing stuff, crazy stuff, or being a robber, or even getting put in a situation where I'm killing people. I don't think that his background should be something that should be really called into play in regards to him being adopted and him being autistic. I honestly don't really care about that, because it's a lot of people that get adopted or that grow up in horrible situations, but they still overcome it in some sort of way.
I think you're losing it there. You're kind of losing it there.
What do you mean?
Because like I think because of the unfairness of how like we as black people are treated, you're saying like we shouldn't treat anybody fairly, and I think it is.
I wouldn't say. I'm not saying anybody, but I'm saying in regards to how he immediately right after it happens, they have so much coverage over.
I mean, I get it.
Sad story, but they don't cover our sad stories.
I get the outrage.
We're immediately villains.
I get the outrage.
We're not suspects.
It seemed like it's.
That's what he gets. That's what they all get.
I get why you're offended, because it's like a privilege for them to paint this picture.
Immediately, he gets a nice picture.
But I think everybody deserves.
But I don't really care
that
about
consideration. I think everybody deserves it, even if in this case we don't want him to get it.
Even if they go in and shoot up a school and kill 17
I
people.
mean, no, I'm not saying like
that's what.
I'm not
for
saying
this situation.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be punished. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he shouldn't go to jail forever. How long? I'm saying we do have to take these things into account, so we're making sure we're addressing them in other people. You get what I'm saying? Like if we take these things into account, we can stop the systems that causes that. So maybe we need to take a deeper look into adoptions. Maybe we need to take a deeper look into the school system and what they're being taught. We need to take a look at why religion is in the school.
But is that done for us when we have situations? That's not done for her.
That's my point.
But
it don't matter about us and them right now. It just matters about right and wrong.
Does it not?
for me, like sometimes I have to put like it's not for me. It's not really us and them. It's like a survival and a not survival. And like
I wouldn't even say
survival
the
technique
thing
is better with certain
to
people.
look into would just be how are they able to get a hold of these guns? I really don't care about the side story.
See that's
but I'm not caring about the foster
that's
system.
the back situation.
But that's not in his
What kind-
sympathy story. His sympathy story.
What kind of parental background does he have to where he does have access to these things? So like those are the type of questions you have to ask.
No. I think it comes to how did he get access to those guns? Clearly, it wasn't through his parents because they're not there.
He was in some type like somebody.
I would have to look into it to see who he
I
was
read
living with. I don't know
read
who he's
part of the
living with. I
story,
just know that they're
and
dead.
I don't have it all the way like in front of me clear
Yeah.
written out the bullet points, but I know like somebody he was in relation to was taking him hunting and purchasing the guns for him, and he had regularly killed animals in the neighborhood.
So just call it what it is. A psycho.
Yeah,
Somebody
he's clearly disturbed.
not a foster child that's had a tough upbringing. He's somebody that got into some mess
You can't be
and
you
created a situation.
You can't be both. Like
Honestly, and this goes for I guess everybody across the I'm
This
not
is
saying
so
that you can
interesting
I'm
to
not
hear
saying that
that
you can
from
get
you,
through any
like, in that
situation, but there are people that grow up in foster care or go through situations to where maybe they're molested or they have tough upbringings, but they come through that and they come out to be normal human beings. So why can't we hold him to that standard of just being
I'm not
somebody that's I just don't like
I
how
think
they
that's my point. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying let's continue to take these things in consideration, not just for the privileged white boy, for everybody.
But that's not but why I'm
So-
upset is that it's not happening for everybody.
But just
so why
because
should
you're
I
upset that it's not
take-
happening for everybody doesn't mean you should spend it happening for anybody.
You said so what?
Like just because it's not happening for everybody don't mean you should stop it from happening to anybody. Like, okay,
I'm
well,
not-
you're not doing it fairly when it's my turn. So like, it's never gonna be anybody's turn. Like, that's not the right approach.
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
I think that's exactly what
No,
you're saying. Like,
I think from what I'm saying is that with this situation, there is a very fast turnaround of why we should be
I
sympathetic
get
to
it.
this individual.
I get it. I'm gonna leave it.
I mean, I just disagree with it.
I get it.
I don't know what else to say.
I get it. I'm like a root cause person. I'm like, okay,
Mm.
cause like at the end of the day, he didn't show up to school just because he was like a different race or whatever.
Because he was
He shot up to school because of
'Cause-
reasons. Like,
for what? Because he was bullied. Because he was adopted.
yeah, and like everybody can't take that. Like
don't mean-
everybody can't take
But that
that.
don't mean I'm supposed to be sympathetic.
No, I'm saying like
I think we have two different points that don't really.
I
That
don't
are not
think
saying
we
the
do
same thing.
I don't think we're going to the same place either.
So
like my
that's why
point
it's
is
not,
like I'm trying to figure out what possesses someone to do this so we can prevent those things. And you
we
saying
can't
it like
prevent it. We just need to handle that.
you
it
saying
happened.
like some people it's just crazy and like we all go through things and you didn't deserve to like go crazy in a way that other people aren't allowed to. I don't know.
I just don't. Well, I mean,
yeah.
what I was saying before was just basically that I just don't like how immediately he has a sob story the day after, to where it's kind of like the media is trying to get people to be a little sympathetic towards him.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about it. And I think that is a part of privilege. That's
Yeah.
just my issue. But, I mean, because, I really don't care what brought him to it, I guess, at this point.
Okay.
For real, because there's thousands of people that go through foster care or different situations where they don't have a parent or they don't have
You
both
never
parents.
heard like somebody's background story and was like, it makes sense.
It depends. I wouldn't say him being adopted
Like,
and being
just in general.
autistic makes him to be a...
Just like sometimes you knew the neighborhood thought, and her mama ain't never at home, and like
But
when
I
you
know
hear
people that overcome things.
When you
so
hear
I
the
just
background
can't.
story, you like it makes sense, right? Sometimes, so like sometimes
that's
you
a
need to hear the background story so you can make the situation not make sense anymore. Like you didn't go through any of those things because we eliminated those things.
That's a situational thing for me to say that I care or do not care about somebody's background story or how something came to be.
Okay.
Because, like, for instance, if it was somebody that was, like, wild on drugs and I was strung out, man, and then they shot my mom, bruh, I don't care what you've been through. You killed my mom.
Yeah.
You did the ultimate to me. Like, you ruined everything for me.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the situation. And
Okay.
in this situation,
Now that's fair.
I mean, it's situational,
That's
but at
fair.
the same time,
That's fair.
it's not so much the backstory. It's just the fact that he has a story of why we should feel a little bit sympathetic to him the next day after he shot up and killed
I get it.
17 people. That's the issue, not
All right.
what it was or let's resolve this issue.
Right.
Because for real, it doesn't get resolved. There's a shooting, there's uproar, then there's we need to
Quiet.
get this gun violence
There's
together.
uproar, there's silence.
And then there's nothing else after it. So trying to resolve what he went through in his personal life, the personal stories don't really matter to me
I get it.
because it's just a cycle of the same BS going on again. And then plus, I mean, I don't know. I just know. I guess maybe it's because I am black, or but the fact that I know individuals. I mean, or people that are not black, people that have tough, rough upbringings, and they still happen to pull through. It's possible for people to pull through having those different, I guess those strains or those constraints on their lives. I mean, sometimes you get off on a bad leg, but if you do certain things or you try to be adamant to fix, I mean, I don't know. It's just. I don't like that he has a sob story immediately. It's only been a day.
I get it. That's fair. For our side, it's
What?
the government. It's the politics. It's the system. And speaking
Media.
of the government, the politics, and the system, and the media, our final topic
I
is
would like to know.
the new food stamp policy they're thinking about instituting, where they're going to send half of your food benefits as actual product purchases in a box to your home, and it's going to be
It's laughable.
yeah, it's gonna be a food box, and they do this in economics. They like when they're trying to determine purchasing power, they pick up they itemize like a grocery store visit, and from that, how many of these items you can purchase with the U.S. dollar at this point, and that determines purchasing power. So like that'll be one of the concepts they institute when they send you the basket. Like this is how much a regular home should be spending on groceries. They're gonna buy that amount of groceries and give it to you.
How can we trust them to tell us how much we should be spending on groceries when they're telling us minimum wage? It's like $8.75.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that. It's just like, how are you going to determine what people are eating? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, okay, this is how much money I'm giving you to survive on. If you can buy what you want out of that, then fine. But like telling people, no, you have to eat this, like, what or you can. Like people, I've been reading this all day. Like, are you considering allergies and and all this gluten free and all these things that people are now?
Yeah, that's
Like
true
you're not
too.
taking those things into consideration.
I'm just so irritated by it because one, we got what he's saying, what he's proposing, which is literally taking us back in time.
Yeah,
When we used to get the blocks
like,
of cheese,
blocks of cheese. I was
and
like,
the
is this
spam
like the
in the
cheese
can
line?
and stuff, bruh. And then what really makes me
And it's
there's
gonna
a
be
couple
actually
things
more expensive, like to do it this way. So
that too.
for people to get less food.
It's a couple things that make me irritated about it. We got him and what he's saying he wants to do. And then you got people on the internet that are like,
Agreeing.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's not give them food stamps. I'm tired of them buying crab legs. Bruh, it's not even that deep. Number
Bruh.
one.
Bruh.
Or what they
First of all,
buy.
crab legs ain't even that good for you to be mad about
Also,
it.
there is a trade underneath those stamps because for
What?
the non-stampers, we
Oh,
can pay
okay.
$50
You
and
stupid.
get 100 in stamps, and it
You
helps out the
stupid.
middle class. And then another thing that makes me irritated is the fact that he cut taxes for the rich, and then now
He
the
wanna
poor.
take the food
now he
stamps
gonna
away?
take the food from the poor.
Right.
Savage mode. And then I just hate that people.
That was like direct.
Yes.
Agency,
He
wasn't
literally
it?
said, oh, the rich, we're going to cut taxes for the rich, and then we're going to take food from the poor, basically, the
She
people
said
that qualify for food
He
stamps.
literally said, we're going to stop taking money from the rich, and we're going to take food
from the poor. So we are going to continue to grow this way, and the poor, we're going to force them on out to, because what's irritating is that the people that don't qualify for food stamps, we are like struggling to get by. I hate buying groceries. I hate it. I'm not excited when I'm in the store and I have to pay $100+ for groceries. I wish I did qualify for food stamps. So I'm irritated that he wants to take it away, because you never know, one day I might be able to get some.
You stupid.
You know what I'm saying? But then also too, what you were saying about like allergies and gluten-free and things like that. What are we going to do about those individuals that have specific food requirements that they want to stick with?
I mean,
and then also, does that ruin our diet too?
I mean, it would change the economy of our diets. And that's what when I first saw it, I'm like, this is about money. This has nothing to do with like food stamps. Well, of course, it's about money.
I'm just so
because it's about taxes, but it's about lobbying money. These are the agricultural companies saying, hey, we have people who aren't purchasing bread, carbohydrates, and are purchasing milk because of this What the Health movie, and we need a way to offset what we're losing because the natural society has decided to eat better. So like, no, we're going to
This is an outrage.
We're going to still send you that crap that we know you don't want anymore. And I was like, wow.
And what is supposed to do, get people to not be on food stamps? Is that what his ultimate goal
I guess so. And I was just like, you know, when I knew that people were taking this vegan, vegetarian, woke thing seriously, when I saw like 3 milk commercials in one day. I'm like, a milk commercial? Now,
I'll buy milk.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you used to see the Happy Farm commercials, but that was selling a brand of milk.
Right.
These were commercials for milk.
Drink
Milk. Right. So it was just like, wow. Like,
that is a funny concept when you think about it.
like
Drink milk.
you're like, please.
Drink the milk.
Forget the almonds, okay? Forget the vegan. Forget the pus that's in the milk.
We love the cows.
The mucus, that's all I ever hear. There's pus and mucus in the milk.
They said it's in
And
the
I'm
cheese
like,
too, man.
Don't talk about the cheese.
I'm
now.
sorry.
The cheese ain't going
They
nowhere.
said it was in the
The
cheese.
cheese ain't going
They
nowhere.
said that pus is in the
when
cheese,
it comes
man.
to me.
It's in there.
But wow. So like immediately after we have these baskets where we have to have guaranteed purchase.
That's a nice
now,
connection, though.
I'm like, okay, well, the milk industry and the whatever industry is suffering behind people eating better. It's like, we need a way to make sure we still get this money, because like this is going to be a whole economic fall for all of us if this keeps going on the way it's going. So make something happen. It's like, oh, we'll stop letting them choose the food. We'll just send it
for
to them. But it's still like our money, like your money, government money, but like our money, and you're like still deciding on how we spend it.
You know
So
who's
it's like,
upset? Those Trump supporters.
right?
Who
got
are
them food stamps
on minimum wage and who
Right.
actually do qualify for food stamps.
That was a cute point.
How about that?
that was a cute
You guys
point.
voted for this, and now you've got it, buddy.
You know what?
Enjoy that box
I
cheese.
think we all need to do what I said
What?
just 2 weeks ago. It's just make sure everybody eats.
That's it.
Like, just make sure the basic. Not even maybe everybody lives. Like, everybody should have a roof. It's a freaking America. Everybody should be able to like eat and have a place to stay. But even if we're not gonna do a place to stay, even if we're gonna make some folks
Let's have
shack
some
up,
food.
let's have everybody have a basic amount of money for food every month. Can we do that? And then like I think that'll offset whatever they're trying to do with these boxes. Like, you want to fix the market, give more people food options, because right now people are eating what they have to eat.
Yeah.
Or what they feel like won't kill them. And of course, that's like pushing prices
Yeah.
and economics in certain directions. And what you want to do or what they're trying to do is spread that situation back out.
Did you find out like what the boxes entail exactly?
Yeah.
Or is it?
It was in here. What was it? Pulled the article.
I'm just so irritated with my.
Includes items such as shelf-stable milk. That's like powdered milk.
Get out of here, bruh.
Ready
Bye.
to eat cereals, pasta, ready to eat. So like those rice-a-ronis and What?
So now we're gonna have to eat, and it's funny because I don't even eat
Hamburger Helper.
I don't even eat box food.
Yeah.
I don't even eat stuff.
I love a rice-a-roni every once in
I
a
don't.
while.
Well,
You said I
haven't
don't.
been.
Not
I don't.
me.
I don't eat. We literally cook every meal that we have.
From
we
scratch?
cook. Yeah. We got to fry that chicken. We got to sear that chicken. We got to go ahead and get it together. But I avoid those box stuff because I avoid the carbs that's in it. So
True.
now we're going to be there forcing.
Sorry.
So now the diets are. That's what else is it?
Ready to eat
Ready to
cereals, pastas, peanut butter, beans, canned fruit, vegetables, meat, poultry, and fish. And I thought that was interesting that they specifically said meat, poultry, and fish. Like they're making sure people eat meat, although people are trying to be more vegans now. So it's just like, so who's losing? Who needed like a leg up before the economy fell?
Shelf milk though, really?
That's interesting.
Shelf milk. What you got to use the whole carton as soon as you open it when you
What is shelf stable milk?
shelf stable milk? What is that? I don't even. That's powdered milk?
I mean, it's like meant to last. So like, you know they got milk. You know they got hot milk places.
Does it go bad though once you
No.
open it and you put it in the refrigerator?
They have like hot milk. I'm gonna call it hot milk because it ain't cold. You don't have to be refrigerated. But they have hot milk in other countries. But like America, we just can't get with it.
But in America, do we have to have hot milk?
It just don't seem appropriate. I know.
And it's sad
cultural
that it's
thing,
like we're gonna give them the bottom of the barrel, just like you get the bottom of the barrel minimum wage, and you already can't get by if you're making minimum wage. I honestly don't know how it's like working out if you don't have food stamps and other things to supplement.
Like I don't know how it's working.
No, really, because you think about
wasn't working
rent
out.
and things like silly. Yeah, minimum wage with rent and electric bills and stuff like that. And they have programs. That's the point of those programs. But if you start to cut those programs, that's putting them in an even deeper hole. And then now the kids have to grow up on shelf milk.
Right. Well,
WIC sounds like a better option than this.
more healthy. You know.
They better not cut that WIC now.
You know what? That WIC had bread and milk.
And on that, you got to
have.
have canned fruit. Like, why we can't have fresh fruit from
That is
the
interesting.
Nobody
that they
wants
specify
canned fruit
canned
because a
fruit.
lot of times the canned fruit is in freaking syrup and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so. And then plus, I don't like
You look distraught
fruit
about
out
it.
the can. And I mean, I'm not even on
I
food
don't
stamps,
like
but I'm
fruit.
irritated by what he's suggesting and like, it's gonna be great and this is what we're gonna
It's
do.
gonna be great.
Like, no, you taking us back and got people living like they're almost in a third world country and they're getting food packages dropped off from an
Right.
airplane or something.
That is where you think of food packages, ain't it?
That's what it sounds like. They're gonna get a food package. This is not grade school. I don't want a box
It's
lunch.
Trump. He haven't even worked out how they gonna deliver it. So
Yeah, and then what about that? The cost of gas, delivering this stuff. Do they get a
Or
box
people
monthly?
trying to pick it
You got to
up
go and
or-
pick it up yourself.
Right.
So then you have to store all of these boxes. I'm irritated by this.
Store and you really
have to
do
store it?
and use all those boxes.
Get out of here.
That's a recycling.
That's a
issue.
lot of extra things that you have to do to try to. Is he really going to save money in the long run?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it happening. Honestly, like, I hope it don't happen.
I
like,
hope it doesn't.
I kind of just dismissed it as like,
ain't gonna
whatever.
happen. But then again, you
but
never know.
then, like, I know, like, if that
See
happened,
them-
that would be
those tax
quite-
cuts came, huh? Didn't they? Right away. First order of business in my first year, I'm going to make sure that we cut those taxes for the rich. I'm irritated.
I'm irritated.
I can't take it, and I'm even more irritated by the people in my timeline. People that are half of the people. I mean, yeah, they don't qualify for food stamps, but they make it seem like having them is just like such a bad thing, or like looking down on other people because they do have them. Because if somebody was like,
you
well,
know,
I don't
it's
really
the
care
black
that he's doing,
experience.
because you're just doing a little bit better than the person next to
Yeah,
you.
we
You're
gotta
acting like I don't care. It doesn't affect me. But boo-boo, you could lose your job and then you could want to
But
go and
boo-boo.
get some food stamps. I mean, if it's there, yes, go ahead and apply. Do it. But don't look down on the next person because you're making a little bit more than them. And it's like people that I know for sure are not even making middle class
I'm looking
wages.
at you because I'm like,
What?
I wonder if a certain person has revealed themselves for the elitists that I know that they are during this time.
I'm irritated.
They're no longer on my Facebook, but maybe you.
Oh, Outlook. But you know what? It's not even. It's not
even
that
that
person.
person.
It's somebody that
came from humble beginnings as well.
Comes from humble beginnings. I'm pretty sure your mama has stamps, and also you can just like how I was saying, like I can see past facades or what people have on the outside, or just like people that are on Facebook talking so much about what they're doing and how busy they are and what they're. You can see through that. Everybody, I can see through it on Facebook. I don't care.
I'm looking in her eyes and she making me nervous.
Shut up.
I can see into your soul.
No, I don't
see the
care
nothing.
about the flaunting. But it irritates me, and I can't argue with every person on Facebook because it's just pointless. They're just gonna be, what you mad for, and all that stuff. But it's just irritating when you're doing a little bit better than the next person. You gotta look down on this whole situation that's gonna impact thousands of people.
Yeah.
I don't qualify for him anyway, and y'all ain't let me buy y'all stamps, so I'm glad he getting the boxes. Girl, what? And people, yes.
Not even as
You
a
are
joke, huh?
one job away
You stupid. Girl.
from being right back there. Just be humble, y'all.
It's all right.
Just be humble and don't blow down on the next person, because that could be you at any point. The tables turn frequently.
You was clearly
They do.
aggravated.
No, that just irritates me because I feel like in a community of like individuals or individuals that come from similar backgrounds or just people that went to the same high school or middle school, that means that we lived in the same area, which means we have the same socioeconomic status, bruh. So for you now, and I know what you're doing, like where you working right now,
I feel like
I do HR. I know pay wages. So I be feeling like,
I'm looking her dead in her eyes while she giving it to somebody, and I'm just like,
it's not to you, but I'm talking to you.
I didn't say anything.
I know how much you make too. No?
Right? I'm like, she does know how much I make, but I didn't say those things.
I know you said, but no, it just irritates me when I see like
I understand.
People from the same
people who
area,
should know better talking like they don't know better.
Yeah, just like I get irritated when people from the same community rob the house of somebody down the street.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, why are you robbing the community?
Right.
I digress. Stuff like that gets me irritated because I feel like we're all supposed to be a team, or there should be some type of level of
I've been
camaraderie.
dishing losing since high school.
I'm trying to work for it.
I never thought it was like
it irritates me. Well, but that's what I try to offer, or at least that's what I try to project and put out there, especially when I meet other people like in the business field, and I'm like, oh, you went to so and so, you graduated from CMSD, what's up? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna try to help you out. Maybe you can, you know what I'm saying? That wraps tonight's show.
All right. So we both have some personal things we need to get off our chest.
Irritation.
But I'm thinking about March. We will both be like shining.
Smart. Oh, what do you mean shining?
Like just in better places. Like,
maybe. Well, hopefully nobody.
And I'm sure you about
stuff on Facebook.
You're gonna be in a better place. Like you creeping up on a very special event. So hey,
yeah,
you'll be fine. We'll both be fine.
We'll be fine.
Well, that was like a very interesting episode.
Did I get too passionate?
No, I'm not talking about. I had a full I told my life story here today. Okay,
I can't believe you did that to your grandma.
I can't believe she's doing this to me. With that being said,
grandma go both ways.
I can't believe she's doing this to me. Okay,
you still have rules to follow. There's still rules you have to follow.
Sign it off, man.
Bye.